Welcome to the Angus Report, a news program for cattle producers.
This week's top headlines from American Angus Association headquarters in St. Joseph, Missouri include tips for grazing cattle on cornstalks.
The American Angus Association reports another solid year for Angus cattle producers and all the details for its upcoming annual meeting.
We discuss why an increasing number of cattlemen are using DNA testing on the ranch, and a look at a true environmentalist, a Colorado rancher who cares for his land and protects the natural resources of the West.
This is the Angus Report. Hello, I'm Bob Cervera.
And I'm Crystal Albers.
Our top news this week. Feed costs and increasing land values have hindered available pasture for grazing stock, but putting cattle on harvested corn acres has its advantages. Experts say allowing your herd to graze cornstalks gives producers an affordable and effective feed source.
Grazing cornstalks can be, a good way to economically maintain the cow herd. There is a lot of nutrition in the leaf material and the husk material. There's a little bit of corn that gets dropped, so there's some pretty good nutrition there. In a lot of our areas where we have irrigation, we have really good rainfall, we have such awesome corn varieties anymore that produce such phenomenal yields that we're actually ending up with more residue in those fields than we really need for soil improvement. And it's actually becoming kind of detrimental if we don't remove some of that.
The American Angus Association reports another solid year for those who rely on Angus cattle. During the organization's 130-year history, demand for high-quality beef has never been stronger.
It's a year that really saw the value of high-quality beef production continue to increase. CAB set a 7th consecutive year of sales increases this year, and we sold a record 865 million pounds of certified Angus beef. We had an excellent year this year, processing over 40,000 high-density panel tests that we use in calculating genomic EPDs. We're seeing a lot of growth in technology that we use within the association. I think those producers that take this information and combine it together to really hit that market target are going to be rewarded with extraordinary growth into the future.
Sustainability is a big buzzword these days, especially among large corporations. And while many consumers say they prefer sustainable products, most don't fully understand what it means. A recent beef industry study measures sustainability in the beef industry.
Sustainability is a story of continuous improvement over time. And 5 and 10 years from now, as we improve on animal handling practices, things like animal welfare, those are things that are going to continue to improve over time, and I think that the role of the beef producer is just to continue doing the best they can with what they have. Profitability is one of those things that's really important to our industry, and unfortunately that's not a message that resonates with consumers, but things like efficiency and improving animal health and welfare, those are things that producers are doing a great job at, and I'd encourage them to continue that because those are really pieces of sustainability where they can have an impact and they can really make a difference in the mind of consumers.
More and more cattlemen are adopting DNA technology as part of their everyday selection decisions. The American Angus Association and Angus Genetics Incorporated report more than 40,000 high-density genomic tests have been conducted, and that number is expected to grow. Genetic Services Director Tanya Amon says DNA testing better characterizes the genetics of registered Angus herds and offers commercial cattlemen access to the most dependable genetic selection tools available.
It's been exciting to see the uptake of genomic technology. It's going to allow those tests to do a really great job all across the breadth of our pedigree and give some really valuable information early in our animals' lives. But another really cool thing to me is allowed us to break it down a bit and actually use the high-density technology to develop a test for commercial users of Angus genetics. And of course, I'm talking about the GeneMax test that is available for high percentage Angus commercial cattle. Primarily, it's being used on the replacement heifer side.
More information about GeneMax is available at cabpartners.com. The association's complete suite of EPDs is also available online at angus.org. We go now to Jenna McCrell with a look at some other top headlines.
Thanks, Crystal. Here's some of the good news that you may have missed this week. There are many positive signs for growing the nation's cow herd. That's according to University of Missouri economist who told attendees of a recent field day that fed cattle prices could stay above $1.30 per pound in 2014, with corn prices at $4.50 a bushel. Scott Brown explained that the quality beef marketplace holds the most potential, suggesting producers rebuild with quality genetics that convert feed more efficiently and produce beef that consumers enjoy. In an optimistic report for young people interested in agriculture, a well-known investment expert is giving college students this advice: skip your Master's of Business Administration and get an agriculture degree. Jim Rogers of CNBC says that in the future, the finance industry will not be the center of the world. It will be with producers of real goods. And to help prepare the next generation of ag leaders, the American Angus Association and Certified Angus Beef offer a number of experiences for college sophomores and juniors interested in the cattle business. Visit angus.org for a list of available positions and deadlines. And that's a quick look at the week's headlines. For the Angus Report, I'm Jenna McCrell.
When the Angus Report returns, we look at a customized feeding experience for your cattle.
We also travel to Last Chance, Colorado, where Mark Frazier, like so many other ranchers, is committed to the preservation of the West's wide open spaces.
Visit angus.org to continue watching this episode of the Angus Report.
The Angus Report is brought to you by Merck Animal Health. Why not prevent respiratory disease before it steals from your bottom line? Vista Once protects your calves with the most complete respiratory disease coverage available. And Vision Blackleg vaccines can add 14 pounds per calf at weaning. Contact your veterinarian or animal health supplier today.
We've used Select Sires for a long time, probably for the last 25 years. Their service is second to none.
Select Sires has a lot of bulls that are balanced trait bulls that really fit our needs. We've always had really good conception with it, and I think they've got a real nice lineup of sires.
They like bulls that have all the economic traits, all the numbers that we're looking for, whether it be calving, ease, or carcass, and they put as much emphasis on structure and phenotype as any company we've worked with.
We all have essentially genetics that have something to offer to a lot of people, and that's where service differentiates the very good ones.
For superior service and superior genetics, visit SelectSiresBeef.com.
We stand for what we believe in. We believe in you. It's more than a job. It's your way of life. Who you are, where you live, and what you do. The way you treat your cattle, your family, your employees, and your neighbors. The water you drink, the air you breathe, and the ground you walk on. What you do every day gives families something to gather around every night. It's about doing what's right for your cattle, your land, your community, and your business. It's your livelihood, and it means as much to us as it does to you. We all believe in responsible beef. Let's stand together at responsiblebeef.com.
Mid-Continent Livestock Supplements provide high-quality, free-choice supplements for your cattle. The all-natural, high-performance cooked molasses tubs allow you to control supplement intake, reduce waste, and lower your feed costs. MLS tubs are more than a supplement. It's a guarantee your cattle are getting their required daily supplement, so you reach your production targets. Mid-Continent Livestock Supplements, the supplement your cattle deserve. Find out more at MLStubs.com.